This shit be crazy. This shit be crazy. We got a statement from 60 Minutes, and I shouldn't say crazy. We're gonna see who's telling the truth here. We, the small little community, we're gonna decide what is true here. Former President Donald Trump is accusing 60 Minutes of deceitful editing on our October 7th interview with Vice President Kamala Harris. That is false. They didn't use deceitful editing. But 60 Minutes gave an excerpt of our interview to Face the Nation that used longer sections of her response than the ones that were answered on 60 Minutes. Same questions, same answer, but just different portions of the response. When we edit any interview, whether it be a politician, athlete, movie star, we strive to be clear and accurate on point. The portion of her answer on 60 Minutes was more succinct, much faster, which allows for more time for other subjects in a wider range in a 21-minute segment. Remember, Donald Trump pulled out of his interview on 60 Minutes, and Vice President participated. Our long-standing invitation to the former President Trump remains open. If he would like to discuss issues facing the nation and the Harris interview, we would be happy to have him on 60 Minutes. Personally, would love to see it, but I completely understand on why Donald Trump does it. So this is a good representation of the clip in question.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
But it seems that
That seems a little different. And if we have an interview, right, at any length, I think this is why podcasts, I think this is why social media is so important, and it is growing in demand and just grabbing people's attention, is when you have these like 21-minute interviews and we could tell that they're edited, you get shit like that. It just feels too pent up. It feels too like manufactured. But when you have a long podcast and you're just allowing somebody to speak for 3 hours, there's going to be dead times, there's going to be ebbs and flows in the conversation where it gets interesting and it loses a little bit of steam, comes back around. Like, you need all of that for context for the answer. Right, this is the leader of the free world. I don't want their answers baked down to 60 seconds. How to fix the war on the other side of the world right now is not a 60-second answer solution. This isn't Twitch. This isn't a YouTube algorithm. The American people don't deserve to be clip farmed. Okay, we need somebody to steer us clear of this bullshit and bring us together, because right now we are so divided. And if there's anything that you could do in your personal life, I can share this one thing with you guys. Out of 30 years, this is kind of what I've come to. The only thing you can affect is your own life, how you handle the situations around you, how you react to your initial emotions. And I'll be the first to admit, sometimes when my initial response to something is not always the best, not the greatest, I wish it was, but sometimes I act like a real asshole. And then afterwards, I'm like, shit, man, I acted like an ass. Now I got to go apologize. But what I'm trying to get at is you can only affect the things that you could do. So when I do that, I reflect on it and I say, okay, I want to be better. And if I can be better for me, I can be better for those around me, and I can lead by example. So for you in your life, be the best version of yourself that you could be. When you're feeling down, remind yourself that you are good, you are great, things will get better, you will get better, and by doing so, the things around you will as well. With that said, if you do like the way the words are flowing out my mouth, you're kind of picking up what I'm putting down, like this video, smash that subscribe button, do it with your forehead. I bet you can. Share this video with your friends. And, you know, if you want to hang out in the community, I react to everything that I see online. Right now, it's election cycle, so everything just seems to be god dang political. But I love sports, anime, gaming, really anything that's popping up on Twitter that I find interesting, I'm going to react to it. I'm going to have an opinion on it, and I'm going to share that opinion with y'all. Okay? Now, with that said, you guys have a great day.